Hello, this is software developer Terry Jones reviewing over some of the work for the state list application. Let me start by saying this is the main menu. You have option of importing data via XLS, which is Excel. You also have the option of exporting data to XLS, which is Excel. You have administrative tasks and the ability to exit the app. I'm going to start with administrative tasks. Administrative tasks, you double click on the label marked administrative tasks. It will open up and you will be able to link the backend. The backend is the backend database where all the data is stored. The database is split in two to ensure that you will be able to store as much data as possible into the database without worrying about corruption or other issues that may come into play when you have too much data in the database. Let's see. Click link backend button and then the link backend database file will appear. A form will appear. You basically just select you click the select linked file button. This will allow you to select the file, the backend file, which will be named be.accdb that you will need to connect to allow the application to function properly. So let me just go in here. And actually it's on my desktop. Okay, go into the folder. Okay, and here's the BE file. I'll just double click on that and it will actually populate here. In this space here is actually where it's currently connected to. And this will actually show where you just requested to connect the backend to. You click the link backend access file button. And once you see the message box appear, it says your request to link the backend database file has completed successfully. Hit OK. And you close out of the link backend database form by clicking on the close button. Close the administrative task button and it'll basically reconnect everything. So if I hold my cursor over top of the table, it actually shows me where it's connected to and it ensures me that I've connected properly to those tables. Second thing, import data. I double click on the via XLS label underneath import data. And it'll open up a form. The form is similar to the link backend database form. I would just simply hit the select Excel file and then I would go in search of the new data that I need to upload. Okay. And I will just probably pick, let's see. There was one I was with before. I'm going to go with Robo. I'm just going to pick that one. And once you do that, as you can see, it actually populates in this list box here with all the worksheets that are in that Excel spreadsheet, workbook I mean. And you just simply click on the sheet that you want to grab the data from. Once you do that, you have to give it a moment and it'll actually populate with all the column names of the columns in that particular spreadsheet in the requested workbook. From there, your job is now to link the columns that are in your database to the ones that are in the worksheet that you just selected. The reason being, depending on who created the worksheet, the columns might be listed differently, and this is a way to ensure that the columns that you have in your worksheet are correctly related and linked to the columns that are in your database. So I could easily just, for this particular one here, say statewide list ASC number. I would just click and select ASC, and this new field in table in database, this would only apply if I had a new file, a new column that is not in the database yet, something new to the database. Anything existing, I don't need to fill out the data that's in this new field in table in database section. But if I was to do that, say I wanted to create one, and I wanted to create something that said precinct number, okay, it would create it, but I need to figure out which table it needs to go to. So here's the drop down of the tables, and from here you can decide where that particular information is to go. And in this particular situation, that would be in, let's see, I'll just select polls for the time being. And the next item here is to say there's an item that you don't want to update data, or you don't want to put into the database. You can click this checkbox and it will actually exclude that particular column from the upload. So, and once you've done that, you just hit this import data from selected Excel file button, and it'll process your request for you. At this point, I'm tinkering with that, as well as I'm tinkering with the export data. They kind of go hand in hand because they have to basically figure out which columns to pull. You select those columns to pull, and it will produce the data for you. And then you have the exit app, which you just double click on that and it will completely take you out of the application. But that's pretty much it so far. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you and have a great day.